New information in the high-profile case against the man charged in the stabbing death of Cash App founder Bob Lee. Nima Momeni was back in a courtroom today, but his attorney asked to actually postpone the proceeding.
And as KTVU's Christian Captain reports now, the medical examiner has also released key details about drugs found in Lee's system.
Nima Momeni walked boldly into court Tuesday at what was scheduled to be his arraignment. Instead, the entering of a formal plea of guilty or not guilty was delayed again. Paula Canny, Momeni's defense attorney, says she is waiting to enter a plea to make sure her client can operate on his time frame, not the prosecutor's.
Of course I'm pleading not guilty. He is not guilty, okay? I'm going to enter that plea. But what I can't decide about is whether or not to waive time or not waive time for the preliminary hearing. And that's what I need the 2 weeks for.
District Attorney Brooke Jenkins says her team was ready to proceed Tuesday, but that it's not unusual for defense teams to delay, looking for an advantage.
The defense has the ability to continue this arraignment as long as they wish. Mr. Momeni is in custody, and the law views it as though it is his choice whether or not to exercise his rights to a speedy hearing or any other part of this criminal justice process.
The autopsy report for Bob Lee has now been released and says Lee died after being stabbed in the chest, which resulted in injuries to his heart. The final report also reveals that the tech exec had cocaine and other drugs in his system at the time he died. Paula Canny may have provided a clue as to how she will defend her client, saying people on drugs sometimes act erratically.
There's a lot of drugs in Bob Lee's system. I mean, Bob Lee's system is like the Walgreens of recreational drugs.
Prosecutors say just because someone had drugs in their system does not give anyone the right to kill them.
We are accustomed as prosecutors to having the reputations of our victims be denigrated by the defense. That is a customary defense tactic that is normal, sadly, in the work that we do.
Momeni is due back in court to enter a plea May 18th, 9 a.m. In San Francisco, Christian Captain, KTVU, Fox 2 News.